What's up, everybody? Got to build a blog post for today. Got to create a blog post. So I figure, why not jump into the quantum cognitive content model and show you exactly how it is that I use it. We don't just sell the product. We actually use the product. It automates everything that we do and makes our lives that much more simple. So let me show you how it works for blog post. Let's just put in, I want to create a blog post with and include all the metadata, let's say. All right. Submit that. Great. Now it's going to ask us some questions to help us formulate an SEO optimized blog post. The difference between this and just regular ChatGPT is that we have like 20 years of marketing experience baked into this. It's optimized to provide perfect title, like character length, include internal linking, all those type of things. We even spoke with some graphic designers to help us automatically generate AI image prompts at the end of this model run. So let's go through and answer some questions and just show you how easy it is to automate a blog post. What do you want this article to be about? AI automation in business, let's say. I don't have any keywords. Now, you could have keywords. You could have done your research and want to target specific keywords, but for the purpose of this blog post, I'm going to say that I do not have any keywords. What voice or tone should the article have? This is where you can kind of have some fun with it. You could say in the voice of like Gary Vaynerchuk, President Barack Obama, Tony Robbins, whoever it may be. I kind of want to make this blog post a little bit fun, a little bit to the point, and I know this person uses emojis and things like that, so it'll stand out a little bit. So I want to say I want this blog post to be in the voice and tone and style of Dan Martell. I'm aiming for 1,000 words or more. For the call to action, please link to travsx.com. And I do not have any internal links. So you can see right there, it's separating itself from regular ChatGPT. It wants those internal links to help you link to your pillar pages on your website to ultimately help, with your organic Google rankings for those pages. So, all right, we submit this. And within seconds, got it. Here's what I'll do next. Generate relevant keywords. Perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. You can see it provided the meta description, the URL slug, the titles and things for LinkedIn and X. So all of the metadata is provided. Here's the outline, introduction, key article takeaways. Suggested keywords, AI automation in business, AI-driven business growth. So yeah, I can go through and I can pick a few of these keywords, any ones that I want, and say create it with this blog post. For the purpose of this, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go to the end of this. Here's our AI image prompts, and I'm going to say perfect. Let's proceed. Submit that. Oh, let's do it in the chat. I prefer it in the chat. So our title is AI Automation in Business, How to Scale Faster and Work Smarter. We've got our intro. We've got key article takeaways. If it's a really engaging article and you're pretty good at writing blog articles, we always recommend putting the key article takeaways in the top section of the blog, just to let people actually know real fast that what's in the blog so that they want to continue reading. All right, you can see it has H2s, H3s. It's got its hierarchy is really good. Character title or title character length looks pretty good. It's pretty spot on. So Dan Martell's style is he uses a lot of bullet points and numbering and that type of hierarchy in his sequences and whatnot. Now, if you were to came in here and say, "Hey, it's got to be professional in the voice of so and so," or just professional and elegant, it would write it more in a traditional style blog post with paragraphs and everything. But this is just showing you how quickly it automates what you have to do. Dan Martell always uses a lot of different emojis and things like that as well, so it's really good. All right, here's our metadata, social sharing info, description slug, images. Yeah, it even provides you the alt text for the images. I might say, please provide me with page title and an excerpt. Really depends on the blog platform you're using on whether or not you need an excerpt or whatnot. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it in my actual Wix blog post platform, and I'll come back and show you then what it looks like. All right, so let's first though, always good to put it through a plagiarism checker. So let's go here and let's hit paste. Let's scan and see what happens here. Now, Grammarly, I believe, has a free plagiarism checker that you can do. Google wants you to stay probably for their algorithm within, I don't know, I think it's 13, 14, 15%, right around there. That's kind of the threshold. We've built into this to keep plagiarism down. A lot of it also has to do with the type of voice and style that you use. If you're writing an article about Gary Vee with talking about marketing or whatever it is he talks about, your plagiarism might be on that cusp of 13, 14, 15%. I'm hoping to get this down to about around 7 to 10% at most. You can see it's 6.5%. Let's view the report. I'm happy with that. All right, I'm happy with this. So we're going to transfer this to our Wix blog post, and we're going to go from there. All right. I've copied our blog post from the QCCM model and I've entered it into Wix blog posting, and I formatted it for how I wanted it. Hit a little enter there. So what I want to do now though is I want to put an image inside of Wix. So we're gonna go back to the QCCM model, and you can see that it gave us some AI generated image prompts. I'm gonna highlight one of these. And I'm just going to say, create this image. And, this is probably the most difficult part of using AI with blog posts and whatnot for image creation. We've built in some functionality to try to limit the amount of words and everything that it puts into these AI generated images. There we go. Because when you start adding more and more words, you start having more and more issues. It tends to misspell words, not align words, things like that. So I'm okay with this image. We're going to save it on the desktop. Let's call it AI Automation 2. We're going to come over here to Wix, and I just want to put an image in, so I need to upload an image. We pick one of the AI automation images we have. All right, add that to the page. And that's how simple it is to create an image with Wix, or I'm sorry, with the QCCM model. Now, it did give us prompts for 2, so we could create the second image as well. And we could include this in our blog post further down the line if we really wanted to. I don't think this blog post really needs it. This is in the voice and style of Dan Martell, so it's not really a paragraph written, lots of words type of thing. But there, it generated another good image that we could use. So that's just about it. We've added everything. The URL slug, the SEO, it came with the meta description. We can come back here though, and we can add the OG titles and OG description for LinkedIn and X. We'll go ahead and we'll go do that. But this just shows you how fast the QCCM model automates blog posting. And it's just not a generic blog post, right? It is SEO optimized. It is formatted correctly. The hierarchy is really good. And it just saves you a lot of time. If you're a business owner, let's just say you're an SMB, you don't have a dedicated marketing person, or maybe you are a dedicated marketing person. This is going to save you time. And that's the bottom line. If you save time, you can put the time saved towards more, towards other things that require more time. So, all right, that's how we automate a blog post with the QCCM model. Okay, now you can see our finished blog post that we use the QCCM model to create. All in all, looks beautiful. Like I said before, the hierarchy is good. Title length is good. SEO optimized for the keywords that we wanted. It has some internal links in it. It has a call to action. It has key articles or key article takeaways at the top. It's written in the voice and the style that we chose. So all in all, it looks good. It took maybe a mere, I don't know, 5 minutes. The part that took the longest was just copying it from the QCCM model into Wix blog post editor and just formatting it correctly. That's what took the longest. So I didn't have to spend a lot of time at all creating the blog posts and all that type of stuff, the outline, the meta tags, everything was done for me in the QCCM model. So it automated everything for me and saved me probably overall a few hours. So hey, nothing wrong with that. But that's how you create a blog post using the QCCM model, everybody.